Despite the massive record-breaking opening weekend at the box office for Super Mario Bros., there were some people who still didn't think it had what it took, still thought you're going to see a big fall off in the second weekend. They were still underestimating this movie, and once again, Universal, Illumination, Nintendo, and Super Mario Bros. Prove everyone wrong with a massive second weekend at the box office. Another record-breaking box office weekend, having the biggest second weekend for an animated movie in history, at least here in the United States. Box office, Super Mario Bros. Scores crazy great $87 million in second weekend, hits $678 million globally. And also keep in mind that global number without two massive markets in Japan and South Korea. Those are only going to add to the massive box office results that we're seeing from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The video game adaptation continues to defy all expectations as it jumps to $340 million domestically and $330 million overseas, leaving little breathing room for a plethora of new films, including Russell Crowe's The Pope's Exorcist. Well, I am interested in seeing that, to be quite honest with you, but I am here right now to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie because this thing continues to do crazy numbers. And when I'm talking about this highest second weekend ever, it does break Frozen 2. Back in 2019, its second weekend was $85 million, just under $86 million. Now, that was only a fall off of 34%. It's just slightly higher for the Mario movie, but nonetheless, here we are, $87 million and a 41% fall off. That is a great, fantastic hold for this movie, especially considering those big boosted numbers it had from the holiday Easter weekend. People were expecting a fall off of, 50 to 55%, which still would have been very, very good, very solid. But no, Super Mario Bros. Continues to dominate the conversation, dominate the culture conversation. Even on the political landscape, you have a lot of arguments going on about this thing. This is bigger than I ever could have possibly imagined in terms of the people that are talking about this and how well it is continuing to do. And I think one big difference you're looking at right now when you look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie, now the worldwide box office numbers have not updated on here yet. This number right now is around $678 million, $675 million. That's actually what the worldwide numbers are, with the international box office somewhere around $330 million. One of the big differences you do see when tracking it compared to something like Frozen 2, or even when you look at other comparators like Minions Rise of Gru, they have a significantly bigger international number. Look at this international number for Frozen. It made almost twice as much internationally as it did domestically. There's a couple big things to point to. If I want to go and look at the international box office for Frozen 2, look at what the top other territories are other than the United States. China made $125 million. Mario is not doing well in China. Almost no Western releases are doing well in China right now. That's just a reality. So basically, you can count that as, hey, that's just not happening with this movie. But with these, look at Japan and South Korea, the other two biggest markets for this animated family movie with Frozen 2. It did $122 million in Japan, $90 million in South Korea. I would imagine the Mario movie is going to do at least those numbers, if not better, but it hasn't been released there yet. It doesn't get released till later in April. So we're not going to know what it does in these two massive markets for quite some time. That can make a big boost for the box office a couple weeks in and really just continue to set Super Mario Bros. On this blazing path. It's easily going to hit over $1 billion. That's not even in question at this point. The real question is, how high will it go? And it's just really good to see because this movie was not trying to preach to you. They were trying to give fans and families something to go out there and enjoy, and that has happened in droves. The audience loved this movie. That's why you're seeing a ton of repeat viewers. You're seeing all demographics. You're seeing the same amount of people over 25 that are under 25. Across all races, across all sexes, everybody is going to see this movie. And when they do go see it, they absolutely love it. The animated sensation smashed numerous records in its launch over the long Easter holiday, and by midweek, Mario zoomed past Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania to rank as the top grossing movie of the year to date already. It's also the #1 video game adaptation of all time, and like I said, breaking animated records here domestically as well. This is massive, and it's going to continue to be huge, and this is what happens when you just try to entertain people. That's what Universal's been attempting to do with a lot of these family-driven animated films. That's why Disney is failing right now, because they're doing the complete opposite. Another big shout-out to Nintendo and Universal, Illumination, and Super Mario Brothers for a massive second weekend at the box office. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.